how did you end up getting PewDiePie's 100 million play button award?
The trouble was that the Queen died.
I don't think people realize how rich PewDiePie is.
There's a sock.
Keystone messages me every so often saying, I'll buy your whole collection.
Oh, it's so ugly, mate.
F you from Rick.
YouTube must hate you.
I'd take $100,000.
No way!
Jelly,
What?
can you please introduce our guest?
Oh my God. I'm nervous for this one, Josh.
Why? Because you didn't do any research?
I did
Okay.
so much research about this guest. In fact, I'm the one who invited our guest here today.
Oh, okay. Well,
We've
tell
got
us.
Jack on the show.
Woo!
Yeah. Can we get another woo from the audience? All right,
Wait,
all right.
Known as
Known
Jack
as-
Sucks at Life?
Josh, I'm doing the intro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
why
also
you
like
step
there's
on
like
his toes?
30 other different
Josh,
versions.
listen to me. This guy's name's Jack, and on the internet, people know him as JackSucksAtLife.
As well as...
But
No, what about the other name?
I'm gonna get there. I'll get there.
Just
But
excited, Jelly.
Jack's actually doing pretty well for himself.
What?
So I think you need to update your name.
I'm doing well for myself.
Oh, Jack
'cause I
wins
don't
at
suck
life.
Yeah, yeah,
See,
yeah.
this
I
is
see
the
what you're
problem.
saying.
He's been
Yeah.
sitting on that like
That
that
was
little
good.
line for ages.
He really had to push through it as well.
Yeah. So little Jack over here. Wait, I shouldn't say little Jack.
Little Jack.
You're
yeah,
much
but
taller than me.
it's a little Jack.
I think you're older as well.
How old are you?
Born June 1996, right? I'm October.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I did my research.
You did as well.
Yeah, he's a little older than me.
You do the research into the creepiest parts of someone though, and then anything else you'd be like, oh, I don't know what that's
Josh,
about.
I'm preparing a birthday card, aren't you?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing.
Come on, keep going, Jelly. What else?
So, Jack over here runs 16 or more these days YouTube channels, and
16?
Apparently so.
is the owner of multiple Guinness World Records,
Yeah,
or the
wow.
holder of multiple Guinness World Records.
It's just the same world record over and over again.
Well, they're
Keep
multiple, and actually is the owner of some of the most exclusive YouTube awards ever given out. Dude, it's true. It's true. We got. Should I name one of the awards that you've been?
I think you should. I think you should go for it.
All right. Well, so I don't know how you managed to do it, but a fellow YouTube creator by the name of MrBeast passed 100 million subscribers.
Yeah, but go on.
And received a very special 100 million play button that landed in Jack's hands.
Well, yeah, but you don't have that one anymore.
Yeah, I had to give it back.
You gave it back.
I had to.
Jelly,
yeah.
Jelly. You are
This
going.
is where I ended my research.
See, this.
So,
There is so many more layers
Josh,
to
let
it.
me keep
I am a YouTuber.
Jelly,
I only read the title.
I think you need to stop talking for a second, okay?
All right.
Basically, there's a lot more to it, but I think it's fair to say that Jack is probably you are the meta YouTuber.
Videos about YouTube.
Yeah, and I think that's
definitely.
really interesting because you've made your own category on YouTube.
Like a trendsetter kind of
a
thing. Is
trendsetter,
that a word
whatever
you'd
we want
use?
to
Yeah.
say. But what I want to know is, first of all, I guess how you kind of got to that point, because there's a lot of crazy stuff that happened since you started that Jack Sucks at Life. But where did you get to that?
First channel. Do you know the name of the first channel? No.
Jack.
Nah.
It was a Minecraft channel.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, come on.
We go further back than that.
Okay.
So I made a channel in 2008 called Sam Smells of Apricots.
Excuse me, what?
What was that?
Sam Smells of Apricots.
Sam.
Who's Sam?
He's my friend at school.
Okay.
Spilled
cool.
spilled apricot juice on himself in the canteen once.
So you made
Smelled
it.
a bit of apricots.
It was your channel, but it was named after
Yeah,
him.
everyone called me Sam for like 3 years. I don't know why I called it that, but I did. So that was from like 2008 to 2011. I was doing kind of sketches and action films and that kind of thing.
What type of? Are those things still online?
They're still available, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are they a little
I think
edgy,
they're-
or were you so? You're kind of
Edgy.
quiet about it.
I think they're good. I'm quite proud of myself. I was maybe 15.
Good job, Sam.
There were, thanks very much. There's like action movies with guns and stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh
so-
wow, dude, that's how I started.
Yeah, but I think it's maybe an era thing.
I think a lot of us from the late '90s age range
Right.
did a lot
Had
of these
something
like,
with
weird
guns.
skits
It was
and stuff,
inspired by
yeah.
Freddie W. Do you know that?
Freddie
thing?
W.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
dude,
it was
man.
basically like my version of those kind of videos.
So you were producing them yourself. You edited them yourself.
Did.
Sony Vegas.
Sony Vegas.
Let's go!
Yeah.
For the viewers who don't know, that's an editing software that used to be really popular back in the day. Did you pirate it?
Yes,
Who,
but
who did pirate it?
purchased it recently, maybe like 3 months ago.
Oh,
really?
You use it
legally
now?
for the first time. Yeah, all main channel JackSucksAtLife videos are edited on
You're probably
Vegas.
the only YouTuber that I know uses that nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's my girlfriend that uses. She edits with it, and it's just because she learned from me.
Oh, okay.
So it is outdated, but you know. What
Fair
can you
enough.
do?
So that's the first channel. What's next?
So I stopped that after I wanted to like do my school stuff. But then
Fair
when I
enough.
was 16, started JackSucksAtLife, but it was known as JackSucksAtMinecraft at the time.
Oh no.
Yeah. So just like most channels in 2013, just played Minecraft for basically every day.
Fair enough.
And then, yeah, when that was at about 800,000 subscribers, I started making other channels, and that's where it kind of
Took off.
became a thing, yeah.
But can I ask you, right? What inspired you to make a Minecraft channel?
It's just that's what everyone was doing. In
That was
2013.
right. Yeah.
There was
so
Minecraft videos everywhere, and
so
I was
you
like,
were-
I could do that. 'Cause
you
I
were-
used to play it before I did videos, yeah.
you were browsing around YouTube.
Browsing. I think first Minecraft video I watched was from the Syndicate Project.
Oh, dude, I used to be a big fan.
Yeah.
But Jelly, this podcast isn't about you.
Yeah.
It's about Sam.
But
It's about so.
we're the same age.
Where is Sam
We're
now?
running the same career in some way, Jack.
Is Sam okay?
It's not our height, but we're very relatable.
Have you checked in on
Exactly.
Sam?
Well, it's kind of crazy this, right? So lost contact with Sam after somewhere between the first start of college, right? But then I was watching TV at my parents' house. My dad put a program on that it was like a nature program, but then it was actually a hunting program. It was kind of killing the mood a bit. So
Okay.
I was like, Dad, let's put something else on. Put on like this, you know, those trucking documentaries.
Yeah.
Put that on just so it was something else. Sam was driving the truck.
What, just randomly on TV?
Yeah, I've not spoken to him in 10 years or whatever.
Oh, so he's doing all right.
So he's driving
He's a
trucks now. He's having
TV
great
actor.
time. No, he's a truck driver. But
I missed this part.
so it was a documentary about people that drive large trucks and all of the adventures that they get up to, and he is one of the truck drivers that like drives the trucks.
Wow.
Wow. So
And it blew my mind because I wasn't expecting to see him. But there he
so
was.
if I'm just driving around the highway, I might just bump into Sam.
We've probably all driven past a Sam once or twice.
Sam delivered your Amazon package actually yesterday. Anyway, so at some point you decided Minecraft wasn't it, right?
Yeah,
And-
I've made a lot of Minecraft videos
Okay.
for a very long time. I was ready to.
But that bit's boring because no one cares about that anymore, right?
Exactly.
So
Wait,
you-
Josh, can I just want to interrupt. You still make Minecraft videos.
Well, so do you.
I'm just like, you're calling it boring, mate.
Anyway, so you then started, where is kind of where you transitioned to this like meta YouTube thing, right?
Yeah.
And now for the viewers that are watching, because we never really explained it, because Jelly was just talking about himself for a little while, but nowadays you collect like YouTube awards, which are kind of these milestone sort of plaques, and
Might have brought one with us, you know.
you might have.
You asked me to
Oh.
bring a couple of bits and bobs.
We
Could
wouldn't.
we
We would never have asked.
Maybe we could show that later in the episode.
Sounds good,
Ooh.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
I hope it's a spicy one.
Yeah. So you've got those, and that's kind of content you've made on those. What was the first video that you actually made kind of about an award, and what was the history of that?
So the year was 2019. I'd had my one silver play button, the OG one. I assume, do you have the OG silver play?
Yeah.
Dude, of course I've got
With
the
black
OG.
frame stuff. Do you have the OG silver play?
Yeah,
Oh.
with the black frames.
Oh yeah.
Black
There-
frame.
Was it
yeah.
black frame?
Wait,
yeah, I
black
think it was.
frame,
I
red
took
YouTube
I actually
logo.
took a picture
Rounded,
of it.
rounded
They updated
triangle.
them, you know. So
Yeah.
the
You
real
could-
one
you
was
could-
much bigger than the second update.
The silver one or the gold one?
The
I
silver.
can't
They've
believe you're
updated the silver one
sat
too.
there trying to tell me something about
Yeah,
play
Jelly.
button.
We need to listen to the guests and their play button. Here, the Jack. So this is my first play button. We can put it up on the screen.
Yeah, that's the OG.
Yeah, because
one.
I wanted to
Oh,
take a picture.
to the
okay?
G.
2013 one, 2013.
So you got that one?
2014, yeah. Had that one for 5 years. That was the only play button I had to my name. And then I saw that the design changed 2018, and I was like, I'd love one of them, but I'll never get to 1 million subscribers. I had maybe 400,000 subscribers at the time.
Yeah.
But then I remembered old Samsung's Apricots, and I thought that's on
the
about
old channel.
That's been sat on 9,000 subscribers for the past 8 years maybe, just inactive. And I was like, what if I tell all my current JackSucksAtLife viewers to go and subscribe to Samsung's Apricots? Maybe it could get to 100k,
And you get the
and
new
I could
button.
get the new button for the old channel, and I'd have two in my
So
collection.
was that a video that you were doing with the audience? And
Yeah, it was literally called "I Need Your Help," and I just directly asked them to go subscribe to the channel.
Interesting.
And it didn't really work. That didn't, a few people subscribed. It got to like 20,000 subscribers, but it took another 9 months to get it to.
And were you uploading content on that old channel?
No.
No, you just said go upload. Go.
Please, just top link in the description. Go subscribe to Samsung's Apricots, please. Get me so I can get the new
Surely you could have just asked YouTube and asked them like, hey, could you send me just the newer
See,
playbook?
Jelly, you're skipping ahead. I think.
Well, you would think, but you've got to remember this was early 2019. No one knew that it was a thing that you could like ask for other awards. As crazy as that sounds here in 2023, people didn't know that you could purchase them. People didn't know that you could get them updated or replaced. That just wasn't a thing at that point in time. And it was such crazy news that when I found that out in 2019, it ended up on Drama Alert.
What?
Doesn't sound like the kind of thing that you'd put on Keemstar's Drama Alert.
You had controversy on Drama Alert?
He put it on Drama Alert. The
Interesting.
story of like that you can buy awards because no one knew about it back then.
So you kind of were single-handedly responsible because there's actually a company that makes these
Society
awards.
Awards, yeah.
So you probably heavily contributed to the financial success of the
I
award
am
making.
the number one customer, yeah.
Oh wow! So can you tell me a bit more about because I don't even know if we really properly explain what these awards are. But yeah, basically YouTubers get awards. Okay, it's not that complicated.
Milestone Awards.
But there is a company that makes them. It's not YouTube that does it.
No.
Can you tell us a bit more about that company?
Yeah, so YouTube make an award. They make a silver play button for 100K. They make a gold play button for 1 million, and then there's a diamond play button for 10 million. But obviously, YouTube aren't a awards manufacturers, so they reach out to a company called Society Awards, and they actually make the awards for the Emmys, the Golden Globes. So
Okay.
they're a really kind of prestigious awards company.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been working with them since I think 2018. So they're the company that actually ship everyone's award
Yeah. Okay.
anytime you hit the milestone. Yeah.
And so do they manage who gets what, or like, are they in charge of the decision making there?
So
or?
anytime there's any kind of questionable thing, like if you put an emoji into your name or something like that when you're ordering it,
Yeah.
they have to run that by YouTube.
Okay.
So that anytime there's anything that's not just this channel's hit 100K, let's print their name on the play button.
Right.
That's when they have to like check with YouTube that it's okay.
Because you've definitely pushed them to their limits.
I've been yeah, we've had our ups and downs over the years.
Right. Yeah, and maybe we'll get into your experience with them in a bit, because that's quite interesting. Because yeah, I think just to give a little bit of a spoiler, but you've got PewdiePie's play button.
It's 100 million subscriber play button.
Wow.
Yeah. You've got. I mean, you maybe gave away a bit too much there, but we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
How many play buttons do you own?
Have you done a total count?
Lost count. I think
15 plus?
yeah, I think ones that I've earned myself, I think is like maybe 19 or something. But then I've got a few extras that I've been
I like
given or bought.
the ones that you've earned yourself.
Yeah.
You've earned 19 play buttons?
Well, you said yourself I have 16 channels, don't I?
Across all these 16 channels, you've hit the 100K milestone.
Most of them, I think.
Yeah, and
I
then
think 14
how many
of them,
subscribers is your most subscribed channel?
Yeah. 3.3 million.
Yeah,
That's
so
JackSucksAtLife.
yeah, so that makes sense. Like, you got a few.
And
So
then
I actually,
three others have over 1 million as well.
I've got like there's a few specific like headliner buttons, right? And I'll be honest, I can't quite remember the order of them. But
Okay.
what was the first like big button that you kind of got, like the first big deal? Because you kind of scammed your way into getting a gold button, didn't you? Tell us a story about that.
Yeah, so once everyone had realized that you could buy awards and stuff, and people realized that there was a little bit of leniency on what word you could have printed, where the username goes. So basically, before I had 1 million subscribers, I wanted to see could I try and get a gold play button before actually hitting 1 million.
Right.
So the way we did it was I reached out to my friend Skeppy, who did have 1 million subscribers.
Right.
Asked him to order an award, but just put JackSucksAtLife in the name when you're ordering
So
it.
when you're ordering it, it gives you an option to write the name.
Wow.
We thought, yeah, let's just see if that works. And then 4 weeks later, it arrived. I was really excited. Opened it up, said Skeppy on it. But I still got one, but without 1 million. But it didn't have my
Someone
name
else's
on it.
name on it,
But,
right?
Yeah, I've still got that one. So yeah, that kind of was the first that was the first video of mine in the play button series that actually kind of did well.
Right.
But
And then from there, you were like, this is something that
Yeah, I
I'm going to
should just
continue.
keep doing this over and
this,
over
yeah.
again. Yeah,
So what was
exactly.
the next one?
Oh, I don't know. I wanted to see if I could get silver play button without making any videos on a channel.
Right.
So
What was the name?
It was called. So I thought, well, if I'm doing that, I'll pick like the stupidest name I can think of. So it's called Turd Boy 420.
Turd.
He
Turd.
really struggles with
Not
these.
third.
No, not third boy.
Third
I thought
boy,
third boy.
420.
I thought maybe.
No,
Oh.
it's turd boy.
Turd Boy 420.
But this is two
Jelly,
turds.
Jelly sometimes accidentally calls this two turds. So maybe it's a sign.
You could be the third turd boy.
Turds.
Well, let's get to the
We'll see about that.
Anyway, keep going.
Jelly is locked in now.
Keep going, you turd boy.
The Turd Boy 420 got 100,000 in, I don't know, a week or something without any videos. Yeah, easy stuff. But then the drama was YouTube aren't just going to give any old channel a play button willy-nilly, regardless of if they've hit 100,000 or not. So after a bit of back and forth with YouTube, they said, you have to make videos.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Do they actually have any rules for this?
I think they're just kind of unofficial rules, depending on kind of who it is that's reaching out to them. So they were like, well, you need to have a bunch of videos on this channel or we won't give you the play button. So I thought, well, I'll continue the theme and I'll do like, I'll make videos to pass the qualification, but I'll make them terrible and like really low effort.
Right.
So
Jelly's videos.
Yeah. So I recorded a review of my lawnmower, just totally unedited. Recorded a review of my toaster. Once again, just on my phone, just unedited, uploaded straight to the channel. And then there was like, I don't know, 5 others or whatever. So then I went back to them and I was like, I'm eligible now. And they were like, we can't print a play button that's got the word turd in it.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, well, the drama continues. But fortunately, I managed to reach out to a more senior contact at YouTube.
Ooh.
And he overruled it.
So you
No
basically,
way!
you said, can I speak to the manager?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing, exactly. You just have to keep grinding them down.
No way.
And
okay.
then you deleted all the videos.
So I was about to delete all the videos, but then monetization hit, and I was like, let's just leave them rolling. So the
Fair
video,
enough.
You got greedy.
yeah, the videos are all still up there, which it kind of goes against everything that Turd Boy 421 stood for, but you know, here we are.
Damn, Turd Boy sold out.
Exactly, you did. But yeah, the word turd is technically, that's the only word turd printed on a play button anyway, because
Wow.
it's an illegal word.
Wow. So that's another world's first breaking record.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So
I know another one.
another what?
I want to ask you about another play button that you have.
Please do.
Something about the longest username ever printed on a play button.
Yeah, because you've got a few of these.
It's like
types,
Four
Weird, isn't it?
lines.
I've just realized how weird all this is.
So turd is not allowed, but how's that allowed? You've got like a whole page printed on a play button.
There's the thing. The drama continues once more. So I realized there was this glitch where you could break the 50 character limit for a username on YouTube if you make a new channel, by messing with inspect element. You know where you mess with like, a web page. So I changed the character limit from 50 to 700, and then just typed just words over and over again. So it was a really, really long channel, because then we end up with this really long channel name. Everyone's wondering, well, what would the play button look like?
Yeah.
How are they going to print that? You know, if the limit's 50. So that was a whole thing. Got that channel to 100,000. Had to make videos again to be eligible. All the usual kind of things. But then get to the bit where you order your play button. I can't type my name in. I can't type what I want printed on it because it's got a 50 character limit.
So it still had the 50 character limit, but you had a 700 character name.
They'd fixed the glitch, but obviously not fixed my channel name because it was older than the glitch.
Got it.
So I couldn't order it. I like reach out to the people at YouTube. They're not answering me anymore. So I reach out directly to Society Awards, see what they could do. They have to like check with YouTube and basically loads of back and forth. They come back and they tell me that they can't do anything longer than 50 characters. So I ended up just having to do an abbreviated version, which is still technically, in terms of measurements, the longest play button, the longest username on a play button, because it goes all the way along.
Wow.
Yeah.
They were just being a little tight on you.
Yeah, it wouldn't have looked funny if it had been line after line. That's what it looks like in the thumbnail, obviously.
YouTube must hate you.
Do you still talk to YouTube now?
Well, after the Turd Boy incident, everything was okay. So I thought, but around the same time, I started dabbling with the diamond play button.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You started
Wait,
entering
before-
dangerous territory.
Did you not dabble with the gold play buttons before the diamond ones? If we're going to keep it kind of
Yeah, so
chronological.
I'd got 1 million subscribers. I had Skeppy's gold play button.
Yeah, but you did manage to get one, right? Or
I
not?
had the silver long channel name. But then I think it was 2020 that we started doing the diamond stuff. So
Okay.
so I was just doing lots of other silver.
Because I heard that you kind of wasn't there like a way that you hacked getting one in a way.
What?
Which one was that?
That was the diamond one.
Okay, go for it. All right, let's hear about the diamond one.
Okay, so minding my business one day, I get a message from a fella called Josh Kapranos.
One thing I will just say, by the way, actually for the viewers, a diamond play button is a bit different.
Yeah.
It's like a
heavy.
It's a heavy diamond-looking object. It's no longer like a plaque. It's an actual, like I don't know, like an actual
solid
trophy.
steel, right? Is it steel?
No,
It's something.
no.
It's aluminium, I think.
But that's the
that would be
award
light.
that you get for 10 million subscribers. Yeah.
You both have a diamond play.
Yeah,
button.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously I did not. I was a very long way, and still am a very long way from 10 million subscribers. But I was now known kind of as the play button person. So this guy called Josh Kapranos, who's a YouTuber that had over 100,000 subscribers himself, he was purchasing his own silver award that he was eligible for.
Yep.
And he looked at the URL and he saw it said something like societyawards.com/YouTube/silver-creator-award. And he thought, what if I change that silver to gold just to see what happens? He changes it and the order page comes up, even though he only has 100,000 subscribers.
Right.
What?
So then he's like, well, let's change it to diamond. So he changes the URL to Diamond Creator Award, and it once again comes up the order page, $3,000 diamond play button. So he didn't have $3,000 to throw at this to see what happened, but he thought, I know a guy that maybe
You had
does.
the turd boy money.
Yeah, exactly. So he messaged me about it, and I'm like, well, let's try this. But I'm thinking, they know my name now. They don't really like me at this point in time. So I can't put JackSucksAtLife on it because it'd be an instant red flag over at the Society Awards headquarters. So I put a channel that is eligible for 10 million subscriber play button and that lives in the UK, and that was KSI.
No way!
So I wrote KSI on the back of the play button. I had to do a lot of annoying stuff, like send my friend $3,000 so that he could order it, so that my credit card and address stuff, because I wanted to be untraceable.
Okay, fine.
So
And you wanted to also be able to move the blame onto someone else. If
yeah,
it all went
exactly.
wrong.
So he ordered it on my behalf to his home address.
Yeah.
And it actually went through the order, so we were like, okay, this is amazing. 2 weeks later, there's a shipping update. I assumed, obviously, that it would have got cancelled and that someone would have looked into it. But there was a shipping update, and then there was tracking info, and before I know it, this big Society Awards box was sent to him. But he wasn't home. So it got delivered to a little corner shop in Liverpool. Apparently, it was just, when he went in to pick it up, it was just on the floor in front of everyone. Just
What, like visibly?
Massive writing Society Awards on the back, like a really prestigious looking box, just sat in a Liverpool corner shop. But anyway, he picked it up. I went to meet him. We opened it in a park because it was during lockdown and stuff. And lo and behold, there's a letter on top of this briefcase. The first line, "Dear KSI. Congratulations on your milestone," etc. And there, it was. We got the diamond play button. So it was.
Are you
fraud.
kidding me?
It was fraud, yeah.
It was literally fraud. Yeah.
What did KSI have to say about this?
So KSI watched my video back, and he loved it. Actually, he thought it was like really creative, and he subscribed to the channel. So it was a really nice response, because I was partly worried that he was gonna actually be legitimately mad about it.
What made you pick KSI?
Well, it's just, I suppose actually there was a bit of logic in the K and the S. I could put a JAC in front of that, and it could say JackSu, and then the I could be changed into a U, and it could say JackSucksAtLife.
Right, okay.
But then I realised it's way cooler to have KSI's
that's
diamond
way
play
better,
button.
yeah.
And some might say there's a bag outside.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Maybe if you want, we could.
Oh.
Can we have
someone
somebody
could
go
grab
get
it.
this
Can we
bag?
grab it?
Do you want to grab a bag?
Yeah, grab the bag.
I don't know what's in there, of course. But
No.
You wouldn't know because you definitely didn't bring the bag.
shall I
We have the bag.
The bag.
The bag arrived. Someone went to go get it. You brought this all the way here.
I did.
It took you like hours and hours and hours to get here.
It did.
If this is what I think it is,
There's a sock.
Oh,
oh.
there's a sock.
It is at the bottom of my
Jack Sucks at Life.
That's a good one.
Sorry.
All right, ready? You ready?
There's more socks.
Hang on.
There's 2 socks.
Whoa, what is?
What are you bringing, dude?
He's having a sleepover.
It's my stuff. It's my stuff, right?
You're not staying here, I hope.
Okay.
We only had an hour and a half, mate.
All
Okay.
right, ready? Oh,
A towel?
No, it's a hoodie. It's a hoodie. All right, put my other things back in.
You got a towel like
This is-
hoodie.
The audio listeners are loving this.
Okay, so dude, this is a mess. There's socks everywhere. Yeah, you know,
Did you get kicked out?
I get the name Jack Sucks at Life.
You
You're
know
having a hard time opening a
You know what
backpack.
this reminds me of? It
All right.
reminds me of that he was kicked out and he was said you can grab one bag of things that are valuable to you. And this
Okay.
is what he grabbed.
All right.
so
what can it be, guys?
It's wrapped in a hoodie.
Yeah. Well, it's fragile, isn't it? But here we go. Ooh.
No way.
The
Da-da-da-da.
KSI.
You ready?
Look at that.
The original
I don't know if the camera
KSI
can see it.
Can I have a hold?
diamond
Yeah, you
play
hold it.
button. Worth what? $3,000 then.
Well,
Oh
it
no,
depends.
I think it's worth far more. Than
Sale
$3,000.
sale value
Just gonna push this over
3,000,
here.
but resale
Is that out of camera though?
hundreds of thousands of dollars. So Jack, how much
You've
money
left us-
do you
you've
want
dropped
for
the
us
sock.
to? Oh my god.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. How much would it cost for someone to buy this from you?
Yeah, like let's
How
say
much
I
will
would.
I sell it for?
Yeah, I want to buy it right now. I want to buy KSI's diamond play button that you hacked YouTube to get.
I don't know if I'd really want to sell it.
No,
So
no amount of money.
So $100,000.
I'd take $100,000.
Okay, there we go.
If anyone's interested, I'm available.
That's crazy.
Oh, look at it on this set as well. It looks nice.
So do you think that Society Awards got in trouble for this?
Yeah, because obviously it was their kind of their fault really for having the website set up in that manner and
Yeah,
then not
yeah.
investigating it. So obviously I felt a bit bad about that, but you know, life goes on really at the end of the day.
Not your responsibility.
So-
Someone probably got fired, dude.
I had a channel manager at the time, you know, like someone at YouTube that you could chat
Yeah.
to. And he was the one that helped me out with the getting Turd Boy written on the play button.
Right.
But when he found out about this before the video came out, he had to arrange like a meeting with me.
No
And
way.
he basically told me that I'd basically caused him a real faff on, which I obviously feel bad about.
I love how it's like I feel bad about it. Anyway,
So he literally used the quote. You have no idea how many times I've had to say the word "turd boy" in like board meetings.
YouTube meeting.
So I don't understand. I still don't understand. Why didn't you do this for 10 channels? I mean, PewDiePie,
Because they fixed it, right?
MrBeast, but
Oh, what before they fixed it?
before they fixed it.
I mean, it was $3,000 a
It was
pop.
$3,000.
And how did they find out before the video went live that you ended up having this play button?
Oh yeah, good question.
That is a good question. It's something I've not thought about. I told them after I secured it. And
Wait,
had it,
right.
I thought, well, the least I could do is give them a heads up.
Hey, heads up! Tomorrow, videos coming live where I hacked YouTube to get
so
a
that-
KSI
so that
download
they
play
had time
button.
to do something about it. So,
See, if only you knew a
because I'm
rich.
such a nice guy, you know.
Well, there you go. If only you knew a rich Minecraft YouTuber before then you could have just bought
We could have
every
had a real
big
business up.
So-
big YouTuber's button.
But you were being a nice guy, but it's because essentially they had a day or two to fix the glitch
Yeah.
before the video came
I
out.
don't know if I qualify as a nice guy for abusing their system, but it was a nice part of the thing.
That's crazy. Wow.
But yeah, so they thought, well, let's change the link to Rickroll. So now if it still works 3 years later, if you go to societyawards.com/YouTube/Diamond Creator Award, you get Rickroll.
Interesting.
Wait, what? It's actually a
It
Rickroll.
redirects
Yeah.
to Rick Astley now, yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Do you know anyone from Society Awards? Like, do you talk to them?
Yeah, so obviously that was 2020, and it's 2023 now. We've all moved on. It's all in the past. We're good friends again. It took a
Really?
long time for us. Yeah, genuinely have like quite a good relationship with Society Awards at this point.
I didn't know this is a company you needed to have a relationship with.
I think it's just me. Yeah.
Society Awards with their $3,000. Like, how could you do this to us?
So yeah, these days I'm quite friendly with them. I'm working with them on another project at the moment. And I know the guy Rick, beautiful man. You know, anytime you get a play button, it says packaged by.
Well,
Rick.
so I just got a
What?
couple new buttons for the office.
No,
yeah.
packaged by Rick.
yeah,
it says that.
We
How
actually
have you
have
not
one of those
noticed?
cards, I think, on a play button here.
I'll sign it for you if you want.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's the play button, man.
So
We
yeah,
need a signature.
Rick's became like a character now on the channel.
Oh yeah. I
But
think I
he's
do. I've heard
one of
that.
the people that literally work on the floor, actually like packing up each award and actually printing.
And is
them.
there definitely just is there definitely just one Rick?
Well, when I got 1 million subscribers on Jack Sucks Geography and Jack Sucks Stuff, I got a package by Ricky card.
By Ricky.
Yeah. And I've since turned out it was just Rick having a bit of fun with us.
Wait, seriously?
How cute's that? Yeah. So there is no Ricky. It's just he just thought I'll put Ricky for
I like the way that Jack's like, I'm gonna hack in and abuse their entire website system, and they're like, Ricky.
So I have a question about the 100 million award.
Oh, which one, bro?
Well, so not specifically the ones you have, but do you know that if a channel reaches 100 million subscribers, does it go through the same process? Is there a link? Like, let's say the glitch you used, could you write red play button and it would work as well?
Yeah, so the red play button did exist when there was this going on. So we tried red play button. Couldn't find any kind of URL that actually worked.
Yeah.
So I think that because there's literally 7 channels with over 100 million, I think they just do it on a channel by channel basis.
So they do it manually, and they also released 50 million play buttons, right? For some creators.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bit of
So
random buttons, isn't there?
YouTube is just deciding now who gets the awards and who doesn't.
Yeah, so a lot of people are kicking off that they gave Marvel a 20 million. Because
What?
quite a lot of channels that have.
Where's my 20
Yeah,
million one?
Yeah.
You should make a YouTube short about that. It gets good views at the minute.
Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, you know
Nice.
what? I reached 20 million 2 years ago.
Exactly,
I didn't know there
exactly.
were 20 million awards.
You earned that, bro. You earned that.
Hey, you know
Yeah,
what?
take advice from this guy. He gets along great with YouTube.
Hey, you know, it's not about that. It's about making it right.
Yeah, Jelly. There's also probably quite a few other 20 million subscriber channels.
Yeah. But
It's probably over 100, I think.
Do you actually, on that point, because back in the day, especially when we got our original silver buttons, there was probably maybe in the low thousands of people with silver play buttons.
oh yeah.
Whereas nowadays, I mean, I don't know. Do you know how many channels over 100K there are?
Over 100K, no. I think there's
gotta
like
be-
25,000 that have over 10 million. Then.
Do you think that YouTube would ever remove
mental.
the buttons?
Yeah, because silver's like quite common these days.
Yeah.
That I think surely there's going to get to a point where it's just they can't manufacture enough, or it's not feasible to manufacture that many.
don't know.
I
yeah.
read the other day that apparently they stopped giving the silver play button award, the 100K award, to shorts only channels.
So that was fake. That screenshot. 'Cause
Really?
I believed it as well, but just the guy made it up. He just edited,
No way!
edited the screenshots, and YouTube got back to them and they said
man.
that they've got no plans to stop it. But surely it's.
I read it on Twitter. Elon promised me there will be no more fake news.
I think you need to stop with Twitter, Jelly, then.
Dude.
But speaking of a time before, many years ago when there was less channels, I've got another artifact in my bag if you want to see it.
Ooh.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Apart from the socks,
Go on,
Apart
grab
from
it.
the
Go on,
socks.
grab it. Grab
like
it.
I
What
don't.
have we
I
got?
really couldn't care less about your
I'll
smelly socks.
I'll give you. I can't believe my socks just sat there in the corner.
All right, grab the other award, and could you wait? Because I don't want to cut. So for the audio listeners, I want to give them the experience of knowing what's happening.
Okay, cool.
Jack's getting off the sofa.
I think you might want to take the headset off.
He forgot to take his headset off. He just put it off. Oh, he's going on his knees, lurching towards his backpack.
What is this?
But there's a tripod-looking device, and he grabbed it,
It's on the floor.
put it in between his
Something's
legs.
gone terribly wrong.
What is this? What have you brought? This is not an award. What? And is starting to mess with
How
his
long have you
headset.
been at YouTube before, huh?
Yeah.
It's stopping there.
Turn it around, like vertically. No, like the cup. Like look.
This is left. You're good. Yeah. It was the wrong way around, mate.
No. Bring it. Give it here.
Josh. All right. Well,
Whoa.
so could you please tell me what did you
Whoa.
bring? You already brought the KSI award, but this one is looking a little. This is
weird,
a little
isn't it?
cheap, mate. Is this the Rick Award?
Well, let me tell you. Let me take you back to the years 2013 and the years 2012.
You know a lot about.
There's like 13 channels with over 1 million subscribers. Imagine that. That's it.
13.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how fast YouTube grew. They announced the gold play button. You know, the massive one.
I have that one.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got that
I
one.
have
as
the
well. I actually
OG
had two
gold.
of them. Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
I know we're kind of diverting, but the first ever one I got, because basically the old school YouTube 1 million subscriber buttons, they used to have is it like a 14 karat gold,
24 karat gold.
24 karat gold plated gold button in it.
Yes.
And the first one I get, it fell off.
It's broken.
Yeah, so I just had this thing and it was just moving around inside of it. And it was and it was only attached to the back, which was like cardboard. Like so it was terribly attached.
They were heavy, but
Yeah.
they were kind of bad.
But you know one thing I regret? So I took the gold plaque out. And it's almost exact same proportions as this. I took that out and my dad actually made a stand for it. So it's really cool. I've got this on a stand. But we threw out the frame, and I regret that
I'd
now.
have bought that off you.
I know it's like
Dude, that was the OG, man.
No, but then they sent me a replacement, a whole replacement. So now I do have like a gold one with my logo on it and everything.
Yeah,
my
the
old
OG
logo.
gold one. So tell us about back in the old day, 2013.
Yeah, barely any channels with 1 million subscribers. But then there was a handful of channels with over 100,000 subscribers, and they were like, "Well, that's still a big milestone. We should commemorate that in some way." So this was a time before the silver play button actually existed.
Oh,
So they thought, well, what we'll do is they're all YouTubers. It was 2012, 2013, so everyone was making kind of this, like action movie type things. So they're like, what we'll do is we'll give them all a free camera bag, or we'll give them a chair, like a director's chair. So,
Interesting
so
choice.
all of these 100,000 subscriber channels were given the option of either a camera bag that had like YouTube written on it, or a director's chair.
I
I
have it.
have the
Did you?
camera
Yeah,
bag.
I have these.
I threw it out.
Yeah, I've had so much random YouTube stuff over the years that I just
Yeah.
threw out. I got
So I think they also gave them 2 channels with 1 million subscribers as well. It was just giving them out. But you might be thinking, but I've got a camera bag. I've got a camera bag. What's this chair that everyone's talking about? So basically, no one chose the chair because it was terrible. It's called a director's chair, but in actual reality, it's like more like a cheap camping chair. So because of that, there's barely any of these chairs in existence.
and they became what's here?
Well, perhaps it could be. It became an incredibly rare artifact of YouTube history because no one wanted them because they were that bad. So I managed to get one a couple of years ago, and I'll now reveal the YouTube chair.
All right, so the chair definitely looks like
This is
a
an
camping
official
chair.
YouTube chair.
That's why I said it was a tripod. There's just 3 legs.
Oh,
Wait.
Whoa, look at
Oh my
that.
god, I remember the design. The design is the same
Yeah.
as the bag.
As the
Oh,
No
it's so
way.
ugly, mate.
yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I remember
weird?
that old style though, where they put the old videos in the background of
Yeah,
things.
well, you've got the OGs on here. There's like Annoying Orange. There's
No way.
Charlie the Unicorn. Charlie Bit My Finger. Just so many absolute classics on.
All right, let's show the viewers a little bit, I guess. So this is the greatest piece of YouTube history available
so
to mankind.
how did you get this?
So an eligible YouTuber from the time, because it was, I just wasn't successful enough at that point in time to have got one legitimately. But a eligible YouTuber received 2 by mistake, so she kept one in a box. So I kind of reached out to her, tracked her down,
Have you ever sat on
and
it?
she sent it. Yeah, so I had an incident. I've sat on it many a time. Had some great fun sitting on that chair. But the other day, literally 2 weeks ago, I kneeled on it, and I broke the stitching.
No.
Oh no!
Oh, I see.
Oh no!
I didn't want to bring it up. So I
still-
attempted to sew it back together.
Oh, I love how it says it's made in China on the back.
Does it? Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, I sewed it back together, and then I sat on it again, and it broke again. So
Because I was about
we
to
don't
go sit on it.
No,
but-
we don't sit on the YouTube camping chair anymore.
Dude, I'm trying to recognize these faces that are displayed on the
Yeah.
chair, but they're so pixelated.
It's just so retro looking.
This
isn't
was
it?
when
It's weird.
it was only 360p, right? Black and white.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got this chair, but you've also managed to buy some things off of eBay, right? Over time.
So I bought the OG gold play button that you both have.
Okay.
Got that a couple of years ago as well, because they're obviously really rare, and obviously the people that have them don't want to give them away because
Yeah.
it's such a
We've
good
never
Mine's
get one of
still
those
in a
again.
box somewhere.
Yeah, mine said. Oh yeah. My box has that design on it. That's why I'm
Yeah,
seeing
exactly.
it. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh. So you managed to buy one of those that we have. How much did you pay for that?
So I was originally purchasing. Can you remember a channel called What the Book? At one point in time, he was the 7th biggest channel on all of YouTube.
Wow.
What?
Because he
wild.
started in 2007, so he's just very, very OG. So he was one of those original channels to get 1 million subscribers, and it just turned out that his nephew watched my videos. So they were up for selling that award to me, which I was very excited about. I had agreed on really stupid money to purchase it.
Well, how much?
It was $7,500 what I was going to spend on this. Which is I was carried away in 2020. I was buying things all over the place. But anyway, they were just about to sell it to us, and then he changed his mind. I was really sad.
No.
Because he just got sentimental about it, which is totally understandable.
How dare he?
I know. What's he think he's doing? But then, just randomly, months later, there was one on eBay for $200.
For what channel?
Not telling you. I've never revealed
Oh,
the
really?
actual channel. Yeah.
Could you tell us off?
Is it a big
camera?
channel?
It's someone completely unnotable.
So why have you not told anyone?
It's more exciting than nobody knowing, you know.
Oh, okay.
But it's just it's
Fine.
a musician.
Then I don't mind that.
People
That's
aren't
fine.
familiar with these days.
Ed Sheeran.
Because I had the
Not familiar with. Okay, Jelly.
I had the opportunity to buy another person's, but they were like quite a controversial person. Because obviously, and I didn't want to. I thought that.
Oh, you should have done that.
But yeah, I purchased that one and then felt bad that I paid such little for it because they didn't know the value. So I then like did a donation to somewhere on their behalf.
What?
As like a, whatever kind of thing. Because
Fair enough.
it felt way too unfair just taking this thing off them for $200.
So I heard about another story. Okay, and you might want to interrupt me wherever I'm wrong. But is it true that somebody found PewDiePie's play buttons in the trash and then sold them on eBay?
Yeah, and I was really sad it wasn't me. Basically, the year is 2020. And PewDiePie decides he doesn't want to be materialistic about stuff anymore. So he literally just gets rid of all of his awards.
Okay.
Dude, he throws out his awards just in front of his house in the garbage bag.
So they were just they were found by a bin person in Brighton, which was just where he lived at the time.
It's crazy.
So the guy whacks them on eBay.
What was it that he binned? So what have we got?
So at that point in time, what was found was the red briefcase that his 100 million award came in,
Right.
which I've got now.
Yep.
And then,
Spoiler.
So I purchased that from the eBay seller. And then also his diamond award, his version of this,
Right.
was just found in there. So the bin person sold it for £400.
Both of it. To
he
you.
didn't-
You were the one who bought
No,
it.
I didn't get that. I saw it afterwards. So these days, it kind of changed hands a bit, and Keemstar owns it now.
Oh,
No
really?
way!
Because Keemstar's like, Keemstar messages me every so often saying, I'll buy your whole collection. Because I think he's wanting to set up like a YouTube museum in the future.
Oh, and what do you say to Keemstar?
I just wait until...
That's your retirement plan.
Yeah, exactly.
See, but you have the box.
Yeah.
So
Where's the play button?
I've got the play button as well.
Oh, you got the play.
So you ended up getting the box and the play button separately?
Yeah.
So PewDiePie threw them out.
But you haven't got the 100 million play button. That's
the PewDiePies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
wait. No, I'm saying that the wrong way around.
I don't have the 10 million.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Keemstar's got the 10 million.
Keemstar's got the 10 million. You have the 100 million, and you've got the box.
Yeah.
That the 100 million comes in.
Wow, but the 100 million play button wasn't in the box that the trash man found.
The 100 million box was there, but the play button, PewDiePie kept. It was the only award that he kept. You saw it in the background of his videos for another couple of years.
So how did you end up getting PewDiePie's 100 million play button award?
So when PewDiePie wanted to move to Japan, he thought, well, this is just massive. It's really heavy. I'm not that materialistic anyway. I'll just give it to one of my subscribers. So he sent the award for free to one of his subscribers as like a wedding gift for them, because they were someone that had been in his Reddit videos quite a few times. And
Okay.
They were like a big fan. And then I woke up one day and I saw that the person that had received that award, the subscriber, had posted on my Reddit saying, "Let's unite the play button with the box."
No way.
So I was like, this is epic. What I'll do is he can just send it to me. I can make a video about it, putting it in the briefcase again, and then I'll send it back. So I was obviously just more than happy to do that because I had no intention of purchasing it or anything. But then a couple of weeks later, he asked me, do I want to buy it? And I thought, well, I'm going to have to, aren't I? So I think if I don't buy it, Keemstar will have it, won't he?
So how much?
I can't let Keemstar have them all.
Exactly.
How much did you pay?
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you how much I paid.
No, you're not
No.
telling
I'm
us.
not telling you. Because at some point I may want to, sell it on,
Yeah.
and I feel like the
So
purchase price may have an impact on.
Okay, so what
offering.
do you
Really?
believe?
You think that?
Possibly?
Okay.
I actually
I don't want to
think,
give anything away.
No, it's fine. But I sometimes think that the history of it is when it makes it more valuable. Someone going this to this, that shows the potential of the
I
increase.
get you.
So
Yeah,
there's
that makes sense.
YouTubers out there buying cars. There's YouTubers out there buying watches as investments. This man is buying YouTuber play buttons as investments, holding on to them to potentially make a big profit on it. He's not even telling us how much he bought the PewDiePie play button for. But how much money would you want from me to buy PewDiePie's 100 million play button?
Well,
I'm seeing this as an investment opportunity right now.
Someone offered 6 figures for the play button,
150K?
and I said no because I'd rather just hold on to it for now. Wow.
How do you know? Can you say how much they offered?
Someone offered 100,000 for you.
Wow.
Dude, and PewDiePie threw it out.
Right.
Yeah, but I think PewDiePie's got enough money.
PewDiePie's not bothered about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually it's
But
funny enough.
I would like to retain if he ever
oh.
wanted it back, I'd just give it back. Obviously.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's,
I wouldn't do it. I can tell you one thing: if PewDiePie wanted another red play button, he could just he could just buy it from YouTube because he owns the token.
It's got his name on it.
It's funny actually. PewDiePie, I don't think people realize like how rich PewDiePie is. He's done such a good job at hiding it, and it's interesting as well because I don't know if you know this, but like, so we used to be actually a part of like a company that he owned.
Was it what?
Revel mode.
Revel mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people don't know, but he's got like a history of like a lot of business stuff, and he's been getting such a huge amount of views for so long. But he does such a good job of giving off this vibe of not actually having as much money as he has.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, but would you say that the PewDiePie 100 million button is the best known button? Not including the which we can get into next, like the specific, there's like custom ones, isn't there? Would you
Ruby
say
ones.
that that's the best one?
I'd say you could maybe argue that his 50 million one is potentially better because
It was custom made.
it's custom. Yeah, there's like 7 identical red diamond play buttons now.
Oh, really?
But,
Oh, wow.
But I personally think that the 100 million is more valuable just because it's 100 million as opposed to 50 million.
Yeah, and it's also, I suppose, a bit more. There's a big story on the 100 million, right? It's the battle between PewDiePie and T-Series.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
that 100
It
million
perhaps
point.
represents a bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So then, how did you end up with MrBeast's button, and why did you have to give it back?
and you also sent it into space.
Oh yeah!
Did,
Oh my god!
I
small
wanted detail.
I wanted to like
Give us the whole story
yeah,
of that.
oh
I think
my
you just
God,
have to.
dude.
I don't know if MrBeast watches particularly many of my videos or anything like that, but he just messaged me one day asking if I wanted to borrow it for a day after recently hitting
I
100
think a
million.
lot of YouTubers watch you.
Yes.
Yeah, and they all become way more successful. I mean, it's it's a real problem. There's a long history of channels that are now massive that used to watch my video.
You're doing something right and something wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just an inspiration.
Jack
to
sucks at life.
Exactly. There we go. But yeah, he just asked, "Do I want to borrow it?" So obviously, I thought, "Yeah, let's borrow it." The plan was that I would have it for 24 hours, but I ended up having it for 3 months because I was due to many different things.
So, So he said you want to borrow it.
Yeah.
What did you think? What was your reaction to that?
Well, he'd messaged in 2020 with a challenge, a $100,000 challenge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that was my first time I'd ever spoken.
Let's
to
get to that afterwards. I think let's talk about the play button while we're
Okay.
on it. But that is really interesting. So
yeah, so basically he just said, "Would you like to borrow it for a day?" And I said yes, and he said that he'd have someone deliver it to my house.
right,
Was
very
the
ominous.
initial plan.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't ship it.
No, I guess it's just too valuable, too heavy.
Yeah,
maybe.
the weight of it is probably
Literally,
just as.
PewDiePie threw us out in the trash. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but he probably values it a lot more.
But at that point in time, I was planning a video where I was going to send KSI's diamond play button into space.
With one of these balloon things.
Yeah, with a big weather balloon. But then I thought, well, let's send. He said I can do whatever I want with the play button. So
Did you
let's
took that
change it
literally?
let's change it to send the MrBeast play button because that's like a bigger video, isn't it?
Yeah. So you collabed with like there's one of these balloon companies to
Yeah,
do
a
this.
great company called Sent Into Space that I've worked with like quite a few other YouTubers. So we worked together on that. But there's so many logistics involved in sending something that's as heavy as that because it's like twice the weight of this.
Oh,
and that's
really?
already really heavy.
Wait, what?
I didn't
Why
know
is
that.
it heavier?
So it's maybe a third bigger.
No way!
What?
I didn't know the 100 one was bigger.
So
I
heavy.
did not know that. Huh.
Yeah, so there was just a real faff on in this 24-hour thing that MrBeast has said. Anytime you message him trying to get like a good answer or like check something, he's like, "Yeah, it sounds cool." He just gives you nothing because he's like likes to be all ambiguous.
Ambiguous and mysterious.
So I ended up speaking to his team, told them about the idea, and they basically gave me a bit more leniency. So I had like a week with it.
Okay.
Because they brought it over when they were doing the Sidemen charity match because the whole team came over.
Oh, yeah.
And they filmed the giving away a plane video in London.
Yep.
So one of the team came a day before everyone else came. I travelled down to London to pick up the award and then travelled back up again. And then the trouble was that the Queen died.
Ah, what an inconvenience.
Exactly. So when the
How selfish.
when the Queen died, it meant that any aviation related activities were just cancelled because they needed to focus on all of the aviation related activities that go along with the Queen's funeral.
Right.
Oh my
So
god!
I had to message saying like, "Can we like give me an extra 2 weeks with it?" And
You
obviously-
messaged the Queen asking for another 2 weeks.
Can you not die yet?
hold on.
So they like it was a pain for them, but they were like, "Yeah, that sounds fine." Although we are leaving the country in like 3 days.
Right.
But we'll work it out. So that was all fine. Then there was a hurricane in Florida. And then the aftermath of that hurricane kind of traveled across the Atlantic and made it really windy in Wales, which was where we were going to be doing it.
Right.
So that delayed things another week. I had to then message them, causing all these just, oh, man, it was so stressful. But in the end, at like 3 a.m., I got up, I was in Wales, headed to the airspace, and we set it up, and it was epic. And then it landed like 200 miles away, or like towards Sheffield.
So you send up what? This thing weighs like 50 pounds, maybe.
It weighs 18.5 kilograms.
Wow.
Whatever that
So-
translates into.
You sent this giant thing up to space.
So we had to rent out a aircraft carrier in order to safely blow up the balloon because we needed like such a massive balloon, and obviously you can't blow up a massive balloon in the wind without it causing real problems. So the plan was get this aircraft carrier, blow up the balloon with it was like helium. No, not helium. It was something more eco-friendly. So it took like 3 hours to blow it up, and then we just pushed it out the door, and it just shot off.
but what?
And it looked absolutely.
This must be extremely dangerous. What if this lands on someone's house?
So
They can track it,
The
right?
sent into space people know what they're doing. So they basically, based on the weather conditions, the weight, all these variables, they can predict exactly what route it's going to follow.
But where it lands.
And like a 100-meter or whatever radius of whereabouts it's set to land.
No
So
way.
they just they pick a day based on inputting all of the data and
Right.
working out where it's going to land in a safe place. So if it turns out it's going to land on the motorway, they won't do that day.
So can
They'll wait until it's going to land in a
freak
field.
things happen? Like, is there a chance it could go wrong?
You would assume so, but they've never had any kind of problem
Yet.
But I was thinking how exciting it would be if it landed in the ocean or something, and then I get to make a third video where I'm like scuba diving.
Submarining it.
Yeah, how unreal would that be? But no, it landed exactly where they said it was going to land in a field.
Queen dies. It lands in the right place. It's
So
inconvenience.
then, when I was ready to send it back, I figured I'll just purchase really expensive shipping, and I'll ship it to them, and I'll just pack it really, really well.
Yeah.
And it was meant to get back to me in like 5 days because like it was just really fancy shipping. 2 weeks later, it was gone. I didn't know. There was no sign of it. I had an AirTag there that had just lost connection. The tracking info just deleted.
Okay.
So
Who did you send it with?
it was DPD. DPD really let me down. So I was emailing them, I was phoning them every day because obviously I don't have that good a relationship with MrBeast. We've never spoke out loud. He just DMs us every time. And he trusted us with this like big opportunity, and then I imagine I've lost it. Would have been
Why didn't you just
devastating.
take it back yourself?
Yeah, that would have been a video
to
on
America.
its own.
Yeah.
Well, I can't just invite myself to the studios. I guess maybe. Do you know? I thought that it'd be nice and simple, just 5 days, and it'd be back with them.
Right.
But that would have been
a good video.
That would have made a great video. But you know what can you do?
So
But it did arrive.
did it get there?
No, it didn't. It was sent back to me.
Oh, okay.
After like 3 weeks. But keep in mind, MrBeast's original DM was you can borrow it for a day. And it's now been months that I've been stuck with it. And like he's doing videos showing off the studio, and there's just like an empty gap on the wall where it's meant to
Wait,
be.
you still have
Wait,
it?
really?
Do you still have it?
No, I haven't thought of it now.
Oh, okay.
So it got returned to me after like, you know, a month or something. I was terrified to open up the box in case it had broken. But it was totally fine because I'd packed it just absolutely beautifully. So much bubble wrap and whatnot. I mean, you've seen how well I packed flavors.
Yeah.
But
Did you send him any socks?
I sent him a few gifts, but I have no idea if he got any of them. But what can you do? So after that, they agreed, we'll send someone from North Carolina to London, and I'll travel down to London. I'll give it to them by hand, and they can take it in their carry-on luggage.
It's funny. So they clearly did value it.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh my God. You sent it up to space.
I sent it up to space, and
crazy.
it was completely unharmed by the space, but DPD really had fun with it.
I can't believe it wasn't harmed by landing from space.
Yeah, I mean, we just had carbon fiber around it. There was like all this special foam.
But surely, like the glue that keeps the like little diamond thing in place.
Oh, it was so cool when it landed. It had frost all over it because it's just so cold in space.
I just had a thought. Has
Looked
anyone
amazing.
checked DPD's TikTok account? Unboxing and then just showing the play
Well, that would
button.
have been amazing,
that.
but yeah, it hadn't been opened because I assumed that customs would have gone through it, but it was
I guess they
totally
never made it
because it just got stuck somewhere.
So your history with MrBeast goes a little bit deeper though, because you not only have basically collaborated with him on a channel, but you also won a significant amount of money from MrBeast. What the heck was that about?
Yeah, it was a really crazy opportunity. I can't believe it happened, but obviously I'd known who MrBeast was for a long time, but the year was 2020.
2020 is wild.
What a year, man.
And I basically just woken up to a DM from him. Previously, he hadn't followed me on Twitter or anything. But he just outlined, he said, I've got a challenge for you if you want to hear it. So obviously I wanted to hear it. And he said, this was around the time where I was doing all the videos with getting Turd Boy to 100K and getting the long channel name to 100K. So he basically said, I'll make a new channel and I'll give you 1 cent, or is it 10 cents? 1 cent, 10 cents? 10 cents for every subscriber the channel gets.
What?
Do you not know? See, Jelly, at the beginning of this podcast, you said that you did your research, but you really just read the first line.
He knows what month I'm born, though. To be fair. But,
I'm probably able to guess today. 24th?
yeah.
Yeah, guess the day. Come on, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
So he made a channel called Don't Subscribe, and he said it's capped at $100,000. Just you have no time limit. See how many subscribers you can get it, and it's a channel with no videos. So it was just I had to come up with creative ways to encourage my viewers to subscribe to this channel.
Right.
Wow. You just said, hey, I'm going to make a lot of money. Please subscribe.
You told them that
it
from
was
the...
pretty much directly that. I mean, obviously we like had stuff. Some money would go to charity, and there was forfeits all along the way. So I dyed my hair pink at 600,000 subscribers. I turned my Tesla pink at 900,000 subscribers. Just lots of different fun forfeits like that.
Did you think at the beginning when he first reached out that you were going to make it?
I thought I'd probably cap out at about 500,000.
Oh, right.
But it took just under a year to reach 1 million.
Did he say that you only get money if you hit the 1 million?
No, so I would have got 50,000 if it stopped it. If I decided to call it 500,000.
So he paid you $100 grand.
Yeah,
but he didn't actually use any content for this.
No, he
didn't really get anything out of it.
He made no videos about it.
Did
at
he
all.
use the channel?
No, channel's still just sat there with no videos and 1.2 million subscribers.
Has it got a play button?
No, because you may
haven't got
remember from the
content.
beginning
Yeah.
that it's ineligible. So I asked him about it. He asked his YouTube partner, and they said no because there's no videos on it.
I don't understand why he would.
You'd think they'd make an exception. though,
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
that's cool.
For such a cool thing. We both could have got one.
Yeah,
But whatever.
I just think it's insane that he didn't really get anything out of this.
Well,
Yeah.
he did.
So I guess like
He basically became the sponsor of the channel for
Yeah.
however many videos that you made.
so I made maybe 13 videos about it.
About MrBeast,
But,
really.
You know, all
Yeah.
did quite well. So if you think of that from like a brand sponsoring a video,
yeah,
it's-
I mean
it's
that's actually pretty
a
good money. Like,
better return, isn't it? maybe?
yeah. So I think it's quite interesting though because so how I saw something about this, or maybe you made a video on it, But obviously, lots of people win money from MrBeast. But it's actually not quite as simple as it sounds, is there? Because there's things like tax and agreements and documents.
Yeah, so you don't just get handed a briefcase full of cash, obviously.
Wait, no, but that happens in the videos.
So
Or are you saying there's a taxman, an auditor sitting there grabbing half of it out
Sounds like
before
it.
you walk away with the briefcase?
So what happened with my case was he just directed me to his accountant's team, and they thought that the more sensible thing to do from a tax perspective is write up a contract in which it states that I'm basically contracted to get a channel to 1 million subscribers in exchange for a fee of $100,000. So for people that win in a more that aren't already YouTubers, it's probably slightly different process. But yeah, I just signed that. It was quite interesting. His mum emailed me.
His
She
mum?
works. She's on the accountant team, which is quite
nice.
sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I just signed that, and then the money was just transferred, and it was just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
So did it come from MrBeast Inc. or whatever?
Yeah, basically that. Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Isn't it?
Oh
Obviously,
my God.
it was converted into Great British pounds though. So
Right.
I actually received like 77,800.
Did you get it sent from USD to a GBP account? So
Yeah.
so your bank did the exchange rate. So you probably
What can you do?
yeah.
I'm not really complaining.
Yeah. But then, and it was, so basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw this a while ago, but then you made a video on like the breakdown of that money, right? Because you had to pay
Yes.
tax, you gave some away.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting a massive opportunity like that, it feels wrong me just pocketing the whole thing, particularly when I've made loads of videos about it too. So
Yeah.
a bunch was given to charity, a bunch was given to subscribers. So I think I was, and there was tax obviously, so I think I was left with like £30,000 or something.
I got to say, like
obviously
you
still
did
great.
that in the classiest way possible. Like,
Aw.
because, people could have completely done that in such a silly way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely did it the right way. And also like doing things on your way up to the million is really good because the viewers are getting sort of value from it as well.
But I was panicked that like, what if, because obviously I'm spending the money on all of these videos before actually receiving any money. So I was panicked, what if
just
like,
back out of it.
MrBeast dies or something? And then I'm just at a massive
Just
loss.
imagine that.
No, but you got the contract.
No, well, that was
No,
at
it
the
was
end.
after. It was
Oh,
after,
what?
After the
Imagine
thing
that was
converted.
just in his will. just,
Yeah,
he just says,
he'd made a note.
it just
In a
is-
way, I can't believe
Sticky note.
you did all of this with the promise of it. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's a quite reliable person. I think,
Yeah, no,
historically.
I know, but you arguably invested a lot of money into getting this content. You bought a Tesla, or you at least
I wrapped a Tesla.
you
I
wrapped
already
the
had
Tesla,
one,
but that cost like $5,000.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, but you know,
I mean,
still you
that's-
made it, man. You did it.
that's-
So what if
cool.
you
Guys.
didn't? Let's say you get half, you wouldn't make anything.
No, so
I already asked that
Yeah, I
question,
know,
yeah.
but
if it stopped at
But-
700,000,
yeah, but how would it stop? What's the limit? Was there like a year?
Me basically being like, there's no way I can get anyone else to subscribe because I've banged on about it for a year.
So the moment you wanted to cash in, you could.
Yeah,
basically.
he just said it ends when you want it to end.
Which basically meant that it ends when you stop promoting it, like because you keep making videos.
So I just
on it.
what I did was I was in no rush. I just made videos for it, gave it a big push, and then made videos about other things, and then came back and forth.
This is incredible, though. Where's
It was a crazy opportunity. Yeah.
Josh, I feel like we missed out on such cool opportunities, man. I'm not just saying MrBeast opportunities, but
MrBeast is funny
these
though.
are like this guy is collecting play buttons from YouTubers that were found in the trash.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean,
Hey, you made a good switch changing from Minecraft videos.
yeah. What is like going back to the whole? Because like I said, I think you are a very unique creator because you're kind of your own category. You're like this meta YouTuber. Which the only thing that you could ever put in that same category is almost like news channels and stuff, which is just not
Yeah.
even close.
No.
So where do you kind of, because you almost have to, you're stuck in this loop of almost constantly having to up yourself, right?
Yes.
'Cause, how interesting can, I mean, there's like silver play buttons are good because they're very easily achievable, but it's like this constant cycle to keep going
I
up.
think I've made a conscious effort to not like fall into that constantly trying to one up yourself thing.
Which is kind of what MrBeast has fallen into.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
He's there's just so much pressure with all of his videos. So basically, obviously after releasing, I sent MrBeast 100 million playbutton to space. It's like, well, what do you do next?
Yeah.
Yourself.
But I just got back to doing something about a silver play button because I knew that you don't have to constantly be beating yourself. You just make a really good video and then something that's a bit more chilled out, and then make another really good video and just keep going, because otherwise you're just going to get
So have you got plans for the next
nothing.
big video?
Well, I've not said this anywhere, but PewDiePie's 100 million award's getting repaired because it got really badly damaged. So that'll be a
How did it
big
get
video.
damaged?
So when the subscriber that had it before me sent it to me, it was just packed badly. So it got a huge scratch on it. The actual red crystal a bit broke off it. So it was.
So you found someone that can do a repair on it?
It's scored back to Society Awards.
No
No
way.
way.
'Cause I said they were friendly with us again.
Just imagine.
They know PewDiePie doesn't own it.
Yeah.
But they've just agreed on this.
But-
They said I had to make it clear that they'll never do this to anyone else. So they can't have any offers to repair.
But imagine this is them playing the long game, and they just send back a box, and you just open it, and it goes, "Fuck you" from Rick, and they just keep
I
it.
didn't think about that. That would be really quite sad.
That would be.
I've given them all the power.
That would be such a beautiful, great ending to the story.
A great ending to your career.
Yeah,
That's very true.
Yeah, but also a great
I'd
video.
I'd be okay with
When
that.
are
either
you
way.
making the switch to like stealing Grammys, Emmys, or
I actually
Emmas,
think
whatever they're called?
I saw a video, and I can't remember the creator's name because I do like them, and it would be worth actually saying their name. Maybe you'd know, but someone did a Spotify award.
Yeah.
What?
Or got one for Harry Styles.
I can't remember the name.
What's his name? He's a really good creator. Does similar sort of stuff, but he managed to. So Spotify give out. I don't know what the award was.
1 billion streams.
1 billion streams, and he managed to get one from Spotify. I can't quite remember it, but there are other awards out there. Have you ever thought of going outside of the YouTube bubble?
Yeah, so I guess it's just working out what's universally known enough. So
Like the Guinness World Record.
it needs to be
stuff.
a Guinness World Record or an Oscar, or like you say, the Spotify billion views plaque. So I just remain open to hearing any opportunities, basically.
So what is the you've got some Guinness World Records. Which ones have you got?
So it was a record for most YouTube channels owned by an individual that have over 100,000 subscribers.
But we actually had a conversation with this about Ali A when he was on the podcast. Which
Okay.
that's not even
I've
out
not
yet.
seen that yet.
It's not out
No,
yet.
it's not out
yet. At the time of this.
Do
But
you mention me? Do we say my
we
name?
didn't mention, but
Oh.
we were mentioning Guinness World Book of Records awards because he has some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was funny because we were sort of saying like they're kind of a bit of a scam.
Okay.
They're a bit made up. Like
Not just
we
a
made-
bit. They are quite literally made
I
up on the
basically
spot.
made a joke. There was like you can just take any world record and just write while eating a sandwich at the end, and then you've basically got a new world record.
So they decline so many applications. So I've had like 5 different things that I've tried to apply for that
And
have
they
been
just say
declined
no,
because
so it's
they
their
just say they're
opinion.
not eligible. So yeah, they're a private company, aren't they? That just can decline and approve whatever they want. But yeah, I tried to get a record for longest username, but it was the kind of thing that they weren't interested in. I tried to get a record for like most YouTube memorabilia, but they weren't interested in that. Whereas the most channels by an individual was specific enough, and there was a bunch of guidelines that came with it as well.
What about record for highest play button ever?
Yeah, I wanted one for getting the 100 million space as well, like first 100 million space. But once again, it's the kind of thing they do decline.
Oh man.
Do you have like a direct relationship with them at all, or?
Yeah, I have like a contact now that I can reach out to.
Interesting, because you've actually managed to get some for other creators.
Yeah, we've got one for. I got Tommy in it too. I got Dream one.
Can you get me one?
I could probably find you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
What do you
Biggest
think?
Dutch YouTuber?
No, so they don't accept things based on nationality or gender or age. So that narrows down a lot of things.
I'm not
What do you
sure I
think
mean, I
we'd
even
be able to
am
get?
anymore.
I don't even.
I used to be.
I can't even think.
Shortest YouTuber with 20 million subs.
There'll be something. I reckon we could find something.
Oh wow.
Best Minecraft player.
Well,
So
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
It used to be Jack. He quit. What? Back when? 2013.
the year
What
was
it again?
2019.
The year 2019.
back before 2020. Back
Yeah.
before. Oh wow. So
Well, I'll send you a list. I'll send you a list of some records.
Yeah, I'll reach out on your
Yeah,
behalf.
I've got plenty of records.
so what do you we touched on the custom awards. But just opening because by the way, I have a video idea for you.
All right.
I think you should make a tier list video for all known awards.
Already have.
The best awards?
Really? You already did that?
The year was 2020.
You didn't do your research, Josh? You didn't see the
Well,
tier
then you
list
need to
video?
do a new one because there's so many other new ones.
It's
isn't
a
there?
really sweet video actually because I'm like because obviously it was 3 years ago now and I'm like, oh, I'd love to get the 100 million award. Wouldn't that just be absolutely amazing? And then now I obviously do.
So in the tier
I've
list,
had
did
to.
you include like the individual awards though? Like
The PewDiePie's Bro Fist 50 million.
oh, you
awards
did do
and
that.
then-
Yeah. So you got the custom
But I
ones.
should do a short on it.
Yeah.
Could redo it. Couldn't I,
Maybe
as a
that's why I haven't
short?
seen it then.
Yeah.
The shorts bang. So, but what out of all of them then? What is your favorite ever YouTube award, or is it is it a different thing? Like, is it award?
I hope
or
it's your
something else?
own.
No, it doesn't count.
Well, yeah, my like original silver one's special, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think the most iconic is the PewDiePie 100 million one because it was the first one seen on YouTube. Obviously, like you said, it represents PewDiePie versus T series.
Yeah,
So
true.
it's an amazing one.
Wow, cool. Well,
Yeah.
I think that pretty much summarizes the entire story of awards on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is there anything else hiding in the bag that's about to come out?
More socks.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any socks right now.
Oh,
Sure,
well, that makes sense
that
why they're on the
sucks.
floor. Anyway, thank you very much for coming
thanks
onto the
for coming on.
podcast,
No
and,
problem. Thanks very much for inviting us.
I hope you enjoyed it. But there is one last thing,
Oh yeah.
which I feel like is just cheating because you are one of the only guests that's actually watched some of the episodes before.
Yeah, I do my research.
But you may have noticed the name is 2 thirds.
2 turds.
Not
yeah.
turds, not
Now,
turds. It's thirds.
there's a history to that
Right.
because we used to record with a third person, and now we don't.
What
record.
happened? What went wrong?
Long story short, they left.
They don't love us anymore.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, we fell
And
off.
that's,
We got
that's happened
abandoned.
twice, has it?
It
We
happened
also we
twice.
weren't
There's a
doing
theme.
really well on YouTube,
Yeah.
so they were
Yeah.
like, yeah, we can get better somewhere else.
Yeah. So good luck to them. But that's why we kind of created this podcast, though, to sort of trick people into basically an interview to join. And so we've kind of got some feedback on how we felt that you did
Yeah.
as a candidate.
Yeah, I think I mean, the real big question is, would you play Minecraft again?
Is that a requirement? Definitely.
It probably is.
It probably
while we're
is.
playing at the moment.
I could get back into it on a casual basis.
I mean, personally, I'm not seeing the passion and the dedication required for Minecraft that I think we would need. So on that basis alone, I'm going to have to deny your application to join. But we appreciate you coming out and
Thank you
and
for the
giving it a
opportunity.
shot.
Yeah.
Thanks,
But
guys.
I think you should stick to doing the solo thing for the
Do you think?
foreseeable.
Okay.
I think that's a
Yeah.
shame, Josh. I like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And I brought my own chair.
Yeah.
I could
Can
just,
we
I could
keep
just pull up
the-
over there.
Can we keep the things you brought?
Yeah, I need to remember to take that.
Why?
I need
What?
to take this
What
with me.
this?
don't I?
What our play button?
You don't remember the thing you signed at the start?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, the small print.
Ah, brilliant. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Jack.
Thanks,
No
Jack.
problem. Thanks
And
for
we'll
having me.
see you next time.